Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So we have been extremely busy and we're definitely going to share with you guys some of the stuff that kind of has been going on there. So one of the things that we have been doing this summer is working really hard to get our kitchen fully stocked up and our pantries and all that. So our grocery hauls have been like a lot bigger than they normally are. We've been spending right around $1,000 a month for the last few months trying to get that like all set up, and this month is no different. So we are going to show you guys what we grabbed when we went and did our last big grocery haul. This will probably be our last like big stock up one for a while because I don't know how much more we can stuff in freezers and pantries, but we're very thankful that we were able to do that. So if you guys will subscribe and stick around, then we'll show you kind of what we are doing with some of that stuff that we got. As always, we're going to start with the most questionable part. Man, I don't know. I'm trying to kick it, but it's kicking me. So we have a 24 pack of Coke and a 24 pack of Sprite. This is all the soda that we'll drink for our whole family this month. We'll see, hopefully. But we do have a lot of water, which I am pleased with that. So there's 80 bottles of water. This is not enough to get us through the whole month. We'll probably re-up on our water mid-month, at least the bottles, but that'll get us through what we need for right now. And then, as always, we have to get gallons because the water in our town is not good. So we ended up with 12 gallons of water as well, and these are our drinks for the month. Now the actual like food stuff, I guess. So we needed to restock on powdered sugar. So we got, I think these are 2 pounds each. So we got 6 pounds of powdered sugar. We've been making a lot of donuts, and that has required a lot of powdered sugar for the glaze. So we've been going through powdered sugar kind of like crazy. But we'll see how much longer that lasts. And then we got 40 pounds of this organic cane sugar. Anytime that I'm making tea, most baked goods, anything like that, this is what I prefer to use. So we have lots of organic cane sugar. That will get us through a lot more than 1 month, but it is definitely nice to have it all stocked up. Up next, we have a big boxes of mac and cheese. We don't do a ton from like boxes because I prefer just the health wise and the taste wise of doing stuff from scratch. But I am working a few days a week right now, just to save up for our next trip and trying to pay down all debt that we have. So while we're doing that, we're gonna make some kind of cuts in some of the from scratch stuff that we have to do. That's okay with me for right now. It's not forever. And so one of the things that we grabbed was this big box of mac and cheese because this is a thing that my older kids can very easily make for lunches. So 18 of those are non-food-y stuff. So we needed some more freezer bags. So I grabbed these. This is like a variety pack, so it has quart and gallon size in it. So I got those. This one right here is our, reach over here. That's our dishwasher detergent. We discovered that using the little pods was leaving like a film stuff on the inside, and I don't know, I read about microplastics with it, and it never actually washes off. Anyway, we stopped using the pods, both for laundry and for our dishwasher, and I have noticed a difference on how often we have like that film stuff. So we went back to the liquid, so I'm cool with that. We use Dawn a lot, especially in the summer, just cleaning animals, washing the car. We use it for that. We use it for like treating stains on clothes, all that kind of stuff. So we needed a big thing of Dawn. We were out. Some paper plates. That's another thing that I'm kind of giving up on using our ceramic or glass plates all the time in the summer. It's a lot of work, and especially on the days that I am going out to work for a few hours, it is just nice to be able to just load up a paper plate. and then toss it when we're done. And then back here we have our metal pans. This is something that we use a lot in the summer. We use it like to cook smoke stuff in. We use it in the oven. Oh, baby's crying. Okay, so these metal pans, we go through them quite a lot in the summer, so I needed to restock up on those. And I think that that's everything that is not food. So we needed coffee, and my sister turned me on to this brand. My kids and husband are starting to become real coffee snobs, and that's fine with me. It's a fun thing to be a snob about, I guess. But they haven't tried this one yet, but I've heard that this brand is really good. So I grabbed a giant party size thing of it because, why not go all in, right? So that is our coffee for the month. Actually, after I finish filming this, I am going to jump into our pasta sauce that we will have for as long as we can have it in the year. I don't know if we have enough tomatoes. Our tomatoes just did not do great so far this year. So I don't know if we'll have enough to make all of the pasta and pizza sauces for our entire year. But if we don't, then I will get this one. But I did grab a few of these to have in the meantime. So I really like the sauce. I've talked about it before. There's no sugar in it, and it's like real stuff, so I really like that. And then the other, we have flies today. The other box thing is this rice-a-roni. My family likes rice. This is the only way I like rice. So we got chicken and beef. We go through one family size or two of these. So this is only going to be a few meals out of our month, but and honestly, we'll probably have it for lunches. But you got to do what you got to do. I grabbed this yogurt. We will use this for tzatziki, and we will use this for making our own yogurt, which I did not get milk, and I am just looking around, realizing that I should have done that. So I'm going to have to go back to the store at some point and grab some milk. But this is going to be good for about 2 weeks, and then halfway through the month, when I go back and get more milk, I will get another one of these to make more yogurt and more tzatziki for the second half of the month. We didn't need a ton of cheese this month. Queso fresco, which I like to make, but we don't really have access to the raw milk right now. So because of that, I am having to buy all of our cheese. But queso fresco is definitely a big family favorite. It kind of crumbles. We call it crumble cheese in our house. So that's for tacos and stuff. String cheese, we will just have this for a snack, or we will have it as pizza dippers, which we make, which is like a bread dough that we put around. We freeze these and then put the bread dough around them, and we bake it. And as the outside and the bread part actually bakes, the mozzarella cheese kind of slowly melts, and then we dip it in pizza sauce. It is a very easy thing to make, and everyone in our family really likes it. So we always need to make sure we have string cheese available. Making a lot of bagels still right now, so lots and lots of cream cheese. I actually also need to make a cheesecake for the freezer. We really like having that, especially in the summer. And you can get a lot of servings out of one big baked cheesecake that takes 4 of these. So one of these is for a cheesecake, one of them is for bagels for once a week for the next month. We also needed half and half. This is mostly for coffee, iced coffee, definitely iced coffee season. And we needed heavy cream, which is mostly for making ice cream right now. So lots of that stuff getting used, and that should get us through the month with both of those. And then provolone. This is probably the favorite hamburger, sandwich, grilled cheese that we have in our house. So I always like to make sure and get a couple of these whenever we start to run out. So this will be 1 week, 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, 4 weeks. That's enough for our family for the month. Lots of ham and eggs in the morning while our chickens are still laying really good. So we needed to grab, this is the only processed meat that we get usually is ham, but we go through a lot of ham. So. And then our meat, I grabbed 2 roasts. I don't have any of this actually meal planned. This is all just, I wanted to really make sure that we were fully stocked up. One of our freezers went out, and we didn't lose anything out of it, but it did kind of stress me out how we could move everything out of that freezer and put it into the other ones, and the other ones still weren't completely full. So anyway, I grabbed a couple of roasts. We will vacuum seal these. Some pork chops, same thing. We will vacuum seal 6 in one package, which is what it is right now. So this is 2 meals worth. And when we are ready to have pork chops, we'll just pull that out, let it thaw in the refrigerator overnight, and cook them. So we have that. And then this will probably be 3 meals worth of steak bites. I did this last month, and this, you guys, was like one of our favorite meals that we have. So I just get this, I get the cheapest steak that I can get, honestly, that you can still cook. I think that this is top sirloin. Let's see. Yeah, top sirloin. And I just cut it up into little pieces, and we vacuum seal it, and then whenever we are going to actually cook it, I pull it out and let it thaw overnight in the refrigerator. When we're ready to cook it, I take it out and sear it in some olive oil with some salt and pepper. And then once it is seared, I put some butter in the pan, kind of baste it until it is completely done, and then that's it. So that's our steak bites, and we really liked it. It's such an easy thing to make. Once you just pull it out of the freezer, it just takes maybe 10 minutes to make the meat. And so I like to do like a baked mac and cheese that I can stick in the oven, and then when it's almost done, make the steak bites. It is delicious. Some chicken, same thing. We didn't really need chicken, but I wanted to make sure that we had plenty because I make this. We don't do lunch meat, and we do sandwiches for my husband for every day of the week that he goes to work. So I've just been making some chicken and slicing it up and making sandwiches with that, and he's definitely been a fan. So lots and lots of chicken for that. I prefer this air chilled. It just has a way better texture than like the other kind that is chilled in like a salt water brine. It just trust me on this. The Kirkland air chilled chicken, way better texture after it's cooked than any other chicken that I have found. And then we got some salmon. Since I am working some of the time, my oldest daughter has generously offered to be the one to cook. And so on the days that I go to work, she wants to cook, and she really loves like trying new stuff. She loves salmon, so she asked me to grab some so that she could try to make that. And that would be like a new thing that she learns how to cook, and everybody in our family is going to very much enjoy that. This box, I'm actually really excited. I'm going to open it up so you guys can see what is in it. Okay, so we make pretty much all of our bread stuff from scratch. You'll see that we don't have like tortillas or loaves of bread, hamburger buns, any of that stuff. But one thing that our family very much loves that I do not love cooking from scratch are croissants. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but you can get a whole, oh, it smells so good. You can get a whole package of these croissants that are, well, they're not as frozen as they once were, but they're still frozen. That are frozen from Sam's, and you just, if you want them for breakfast, you just take them out the night before, put them in the refrigerator, let them thaw and like do a little rise overnight in the refrigerator, and you have fresh made croissants for breakfast, and I'm very excited about that. This is 72 of them. It was less than $30. It is a great deal. You cannot make homemade croissants this many of them for that cheap, as much butter as you would need for that. So I am super excited. I actually need to get these in the freezer ASAP so that they do not thaw out, and we will still be able to cook them, and they'll be good later. Okay, moving on to our fresh produce. Same thing with like our dairy. We have to go back through mid-month and restock up on this. So this is only enough to get us through for the first couple of weeks, but it's plenty for that. So we have 10 pounds of potatoes, lots of potatoes, especially baked potatoes in the Instant Pot happening right now. So potatoes, also breakfast potatoes, like hash browns from scratch, are very easy and really good. So definitely something that we keep actual potatoes for. And then we have a bunch of lemons. This was another thing to go with that salmon over there. My daughter asked for lemons. She loves like lemon chicken, lemon salmon, lemon scones, anything with lemon. She loves it. So I got a big bag of those for her. Oranges. My son really wanted a pineapple, and he was helping me do shopping today, so he got a pineapple. Honeycrisp apples. They did not have any Granny Smith, unfortunately, so we weren't able to get any of those, but I'm pretty happy to grab some Honeycrisp apples at least, because we've definitely been missing those. My cherry tomato plants have really not done anything, but honestly, I think it has less to do with the actual like soil or the plants and more to do with the fact that my chickens, for whatever reason this year, have decided that the garden is theirs. So we have not gotten near as many cherry tomatoes, especially the yellow ones, as we have in years past. And I just have not had the energy to get out there and do anything about it right now. So whatever, we went with those. Some bananas, because why not? Some grapes. We make grape salad, and I need to show you guys that recipe because it's super delicious. We have strawberry fruit dip left over from 4th of July, so my daughters asked, please get some more strawberries, so I grabbed some more strawberries. And then the last of our produce right here is just some blackberries and some raspberries. They're in season and they looked really good. Okay, up next we have lots of butter. So I got 40 cups of butter. I had to do the math right there. Each one of these is 2 pounds. I got 10 boxes of these, so 20 pounds of butter in all. A lot of this is going to go in the freezer. A lot of it is not going to be used this month because I actually have a decent amount in the refrigerator right now, but I wanted to make sure, just like the meat, and get fully stocked up on that. The only like condiments that we needed this month were mustard, so I grabbed a couple of those, and peanut butter, so I grabbed a couple of big things of those. We've tried the Winco brand of several things, and I haven't had a Winco brand anything that I was not happy with. So we went with the Winco mustard and peanut butter, and pretty happy with that. Some ravioli, lots of no meat Monday meals happening over here. We will use a pound of pasta, like spaghetti, and then half of a bag of this. So this is actually gonna be 6 meals for our family. Or we will use a whole bag of this and not make spaghetti. So we'll kind of go back and forth on which one of those it's gonna be, but 3 of these big family-sized bags of cheese ravioli. We didn't have any kind of like chips or crackers or anything like that, and I didn't have time right now in my schedule to make any of them. So we grabbed a couple of boxes of Ritz. I really like to have these just as like something crunchy, but mostly to have like with string cheese and some grilled chicken or something like that, with some fruit for lunch. It just adds a little something to it, I guess. Or like I like to eat these specific crackers with chicken salad. So anyway, crackers. We needed some more bread flour, so I got 50 pounds of that. I do have some buckets that this is going to go in, so same for the sugar. None of this like baked stuff, flour, sugar, any of that is going to just stay in these packages because it is not great for them to do that. So I have buckets that these are going to go in, so 50 pounds of that. Our one like snacky thing that we don't make from scratch is Oreos. I have yet to find a way to make them where they are as good. So why even bother when you can just get them from Sam's, right? So we got 2 boxes of them. So it's 24 of these like stay fresh packs. This is going to get us through probably 3 months with Oreos, but I wanted to stock up on that. I got some granulated garlic from Sam's, needed some more of that. I also grabbed some of this egg pasta. This is probably about 3 meals worth of egg pasta for our family. So it's an okay deal. It's not a great deal, but this kind of pasta, this one, other than the like wide noodles, I strongly prefer this. So that's what I went with. I actually grabbed this spaghetti, and I meant to grab 2 and I only got 1 from Sam's Club. And then when we got to Costco, I saw this spaghetti. And I was like, ooh, that looks good. So I grabbed that one. So we have lots of spaghetti. And then I grabbed this rotini from Winco because it was a good price. And then the last thing that I got, I kind of glazed over this, but the last thing that I got was I got this from Winco in the bulk section. And this is hard white wheat berries because we got, I don't know if you can see that over there. This thing is a, oh, hi Tiny, is a wheat grinder that we got from some friends of ours that go to our church that weren't using it anymore. It is like from the 60s, I think. And so we needed something to grind. So we went with the hard white wheat berries. And I'm pretty excited to be grinding our own wheat. So that is what we got this month. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. About $1,000 in all. I think that this is probably going to be the last month that I'm going to be spending that much money. We are trying desperately to save for our next trip. So I am very happy to have everything stocked up so that next month I don't have to buy as much. But a little over $1,000 is what we ended up spending on all of this. So you guys stay tuned and I'll show you some of the stuff that we're making with it. But thanks guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time.